Who's ready for Skyrim? It's a Skyrim kind of mondas. Hey, good morning, Albert. How are you? It started snowing in Wrangell finally. I miss being in Juneau. It's already super snowy there. Yeah, I decided to. That's just how my hair looks in the morning usually. Someone might have screamed in the game, yeah. There's also some weird animals around. I have a bunch of horror mods, so I wouldn't be surprised if something brutal's happening just around the corner, though. But I think that's the sound of a bird you're hearing. Let's see, what quest am I doing? Go to Markarth. The snow looks very powdery outside. I like it if it's below a foot tall. Once it gets over a foot tall of snow, I like it between 1 inch to 1 foot. Once it gets above that, it gets like less fun, more you know. I also hate it when like it snows for like 3 feet and then right afterwards rains and you just have 3 feet thick of ice. It's awful.
You need a ride?
Or when it gets too cold to snow right after that and it gets super packed. I don't know if you were...
Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
I'm just doing random bounties.
Ever been to Markarth? Some say it was built by the dwarves. I don't believe a word of it.
Hey, I'm feeling okay. I drank a chai latte this morning, so that's always a plus. And I love the snow, and it's right now a good depth of snow, not... But we'll see. I'm getting winter storm warnings. Who knows, maybe even the internet will go out.
Traveling in the reach is dangerous. You need a grip.
This is Warkar, traveler. Safest city in the...
I hate that Israelis say, I'm Israeli chai. Like, you're ruining chai for me. That's my favorite drink. Stop. I know that they're not talking about chai tea, but still. Oh yeah, the murder. This city's so dramatic. I love the introduction to the city, though. You just walk in and witness a murder. In janky Skyrim fashion, too. You can solve a murder mystery later.
Damn.
I want to do bounties mostly right now, though. And kind of just ignore any, like, main quest or even side quests for the most part.
Gods. A woman attacked right on the streets. You alright? Did you see what happened? Enforcement? Strange. Well, I hope the Ick to give you more peace in the future for what it's worth. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. It's important. No. I was just getting some fresh air. I had one too many pints of mead and some blood in. All right, then.
I like the mod where you can get drunk. I wish I downloaded that mod right now. But oh well. That'd be funny if you had to download a mod in real life in order for like substances to take effect. We'll do the quest in here, and then once we're done with that quest, we'll collect something, a bounty from another. Oh, no, that's the wrong quest. Okay, no. I don't want to accidentally start that haunted quest. It's a cool quest, House of Horrors quest, but no, I just want to do other things.
You don't want to be here. Don't know anyone, of course.
Alright, bring missive to Elmar. Little bounties, missives, little like, there's like a bulletin board of tiny things to do, like this one. It's fun if you just want to like wander around. Yeah, I've played drunk in real life plenty of times too. Man, I used to like drink too much. I wasn't an alcoholic, but I was definitely not doing my body favors. Like I was like, oh, I know I've had too much if I start puking, so I'll just quit for a week every time I vomit on stream. There we go. That's a good way to control everything. Like, bro, what was I thinking then? But yeah, there's a few good ones, and there's like some good skooma mods too.
Sure is a beauty.
Alright, let me check what. Okay, we'll take it this white run.
You need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
It was super easy to quit though, so I don't think I was an alcoholic.
I'm in my
It's like, oh,
visit the guild.
that is too much. That's not very healthy. Like, not that I'm trying to be a health nut exactly, but not trying to make more organs in my body have problems when I already have enough going on. And also, since The ulcerative colitis makes my metabolism very random every day. Like some days, like it takes a lot more to affect me. Other days I can like be falling over because I had one beer. Like it makes my tolerance so random and unpredictable that I really shouldn't drink regularly anyway. It's crazy, I can like take a shot of Everclear and only be a little tipsy and then one day and then drink a beer the next day and fall over. And like when it does hit super fast and hard like that, it usually leaves within like an hour, but still. It does make it harder. It makes more eating more confusing too for that reason. Because some days you absorb nutrients, some days you don't. And so, depends on how sick you are, how unpredictable it will be. Still.
If you need to, if you're looking to thank you. Here, this is for you.
Alright, let's find another quest. Another random map. First we'll read all these. Also, I'm taking Oxy and Adderall, so it's probably just not a good idea to drink either. Well, I'm fine drinking with Adderall since I'm used to that, because I've been taking Adderall most of my life, but... Aw. I honestly wouldn't wish this disease on anyone. Like, it's taken a lot of normal things that I took for granted away. Oh, here's a mod I have that I like. Here. Oh, I have to unequip the lantern real quick. There we go. She's still building her skill at it, so she's gonna get a headache and people are gonna be mad. It kinda reminds me of The Sims when they're learning to play guitar. I don't know if you've played The Sims before, but she's not good at guitar yet, but I gotta level her up. Damn, I got the notification on the side saying, please make it stop. And you can play drums and flute and all sorts of things. I bet the flute sounds disastrous. It's a cool mod though, for sure. It'd be bad if Skyrim had violins. Or bagpipes. Ooh. Like, it'd be cool, but that would be... It'd be funny to get arrested for playing the bagpipes badly. Or something like that. Bro, like, I forgot what city in the US, but recently a woman, got arrested for playing harp in public. Like, it's crazy. Like, harps are like, man, it's crazy just how, like, every cool, nice like bit of whimsy could get taken away though. Who's gonna get offended by someone playing the harp? Like, I understand maybe if, like, I like Screamo, for instance, but if someone was doing a Screamo performance in the middle of the road where people were going to school or something, like, that would be bad, probably, but playing just, like, a harp. No, yeah. Like, it's nice that people want to do public performance like that. In my opinion, the world with that is cool. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Like, I don't know what level, she might have only gotten, like, taken into, like, get a fine or something, like, or maybe, like, a 10-day jail sentence. Still, that's fucked up to, like, that should even be forced to stop with the, like, that someone with a gun comes up to you and says, stop playing the harp, you just stop disturbing the public. Like, even that would be bad. Like, apparently that was a harp that she had since she was like 10 years old that she was working her craft on and stuff. The US police system is fucked up, is all I've got to say. The first police officers to exist in the US were, existed to uphold slavery and catch slaves, so, like, catch runaway slaves, so it's not surprising that they're not good. And it's, even if, like, someone joins with good intentions, I don't have anything to fill my house up yet with. I forgot that this was a new player. Probably not. Like, I don't necessarily think it would be wrong. I think it'd be more masturbatory, but yeah. With how I react to candid shot pictures of myself, I don't think I would want to smash, no. Like, I could recognize the picture as looking nice, and after a year, it takes me a year to recover from my photo getting taken. It's pretty bad, actually. Have you seen that episode of Rick and Morty, though? with death. That's not what I meant to go to White Run. But what if that led to pregnancy?
Goods and wares of all kinds, and all can be brought.
Investigation request by order of Igwand. To all able-bodied men and women of the Reach who, two beloved citizens, have disappeared from our hold. A reward will be offered to anyone who investigate and discover that what was happening to the citizens.
Let me know if you want anything.
True.
I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Yeah. But still, like, that would be, like, really awful for your clone, like, to have that
I
in your
enjoyed it.
body.
But well enough. What can I get you?
Like, sometimes miscarriages kill.
Take a look. Need anything else? Just let me know.
Like, in my opinion, it probably just wouldn't be worth the risk. And it wouldn't be worth the risk of, like, getting attached either. Damn. Yeah, it's like under like thought about just how often women died during pregnancy in the medieval ages and stuff. Like, I have a lot of criticisms about the modern methods in birth in some ways, but at least we have medicine that will save their lives. Yeah. I remember my mom telling me about when she gave birth to my little brother. Since she had a C-section, the incision randomly came open while she was at the dinner table, and she felt a wetness, and like she's at a dinner party feeling slightly better that day and stuff, but then she looked down and her intestines were hanging out of her belly, like,
There once was a hero.
terrifying. Damn, why are all the quests leading to Markar? Just every random quest I pick up.
Closing the stall. That's fine.
All roads lead to Markar, I guess.
No. Anyone seen entering or leaving? It's abandoned, and it's always been abandoned.
That's why I'm super pro-abortion, even if, even with all the, like, nuances of sometimes abortion happens because of, sexism or racism and things like that. Well, even so, it's like, if we're taking away a woman's option to change her mind about going through with a pregnancy, that's just ridiculously cruel at that point, knowing the risks of pregnancy. Yeah.
What are you hiding, priest?
Here to see the yacht. Sudden moves. Understand?
Whole dwarven city. Who are you to approach the yard? Best steer clear if you don't want to steal Centurion carving up.
Very well. You may approach the mournful throne, but watch your words. Keep your eyes open for Forcer when you're on the roads.
I'm Ignor's uncle as well as his steward. Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision. It's all in this note.
Now I gotta read the notes. You should see a certain scene from Silent Hill 3. Looks like God didn't make it. I mean, female hyenas have developed fake phalluses to birth through, so.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken bros. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Honestly, if there is a way to, like, artificially make it like egg laying and make it so that, like, there's no harmful effects on the child, that would be so worth it. Like, I'm in a lot of ways, like, anti-transhumanism because my thoughts are if it ain't broken, don't fix it, but knowing, how bad it can be for pregnancy and stuff and how much it takes away from life, like, I think that would be a good option maybe, is to, like, have an artificial egg to grow your baby in, that, so it doesn't have to be inside of your body the whole time. Like, I think you'd probably still have to, like, talk to the egg all the time and stuff, because it's good for the baby in utero to talk to it and all that. Yeah, and they're, like, terrifying by concept, like body horror and psychology and stuff, so they stick with you more than a simple jump scare ever will. I wish Team Silent was still a thing. Yeah, exactly. It's part of why it makes me think that maybe it's possible. Like, but a lot of tube babies don't turn out well, but a lot of them turn out fine too. So I wonder what makes the difference, because, like, Cyrex was a tube baby and he did not turn out like he should. Yeah. If you know who Cyrex is. If not, well, just be glad you don't have the knowledge of who Cyrex / Chance Wilkins is. I also think we should probably have matriarchy before we end up with having, like, those artificial wombs being widespread, because if we're still under patriarchy when that happens, like, women will get probably abused like crazy. Men could just, like, discard the women for the most part, other than the fact that she has eggs. Like, that can get dark really fast. But also, they're finding, like, maybe within the next 100 years of research and discovery, how to make healthy babies between two women. Whereas, like, men's sperm will never have that level of material to it. Yeah.
You there, please, you have to help me. I was attacked by a vampire. Do you have a potion or something that can cure this before I turn?
It's changed a lot in the last few years, though, China has.
Here, I'll show you on your map so you can stay away. Please, if you can help me, let me know. Or get out of my way so I can try to find a priest. Then to get out of my way, I have to get to a town and find a priest.
Like, the China of the 60s is so different now. For the better, by far. I didn't even stand a chance though. Looks like we're walking there.
There once was a hero named
Right now, the issue is like they're seeming to hit South Korea hard. Like those kinds of things, actually. And then just starting to hate the woman so much that women are like refusing to have any children. And men are refusing to change anything about how like women are treated, so of course they're gonna refuse to be with them. I don't think they're gonna invade Taiwan. Sometimes though, like when there's like a huge spike in population and the society's super patriarchal, the next generation will just completely stop wanting to have kids in general. Like it's seen in a lot of places, and it makes sense. They saw their mothers' lives were treated like breeding machines and stuff, and they don't want to live that life. often if they grow up and don't learn to criticize the patriarchal environment itself. They end up having sex selective abortions towards girls because in their head they know it's terrible to be a girl, but they can't quite conjure up why. Yeah, I have a few flora mods just to give it a spookier atmosphere. The dark and arcane flora, or dark forests, I forget which one I added. I might have added both. And then I have dawn, which is a mixture of like cathedral weather and other things. And then another mod to add a bit more fog. The way the USSR handled, against the banning of abortion, but a lot of what the USSR did about family planning is actually quite awesome, I'd say. And I want to see more of the social programs be normalized in regard to like it doesn't ruin a woman's life or like take away her whole purpose just because she has kids, which in a lot of societies it's just the truth pretty much that once she has kids most of her identity is erased. It sucks. Hell yeah. The Bone Colossus.
Force Hornet packs are bad enough. Those cell swords are worse.
Maybe. I don't believe or disbelieve in reincarnation. I'm an American who read Marx and Stalin and Lenin and Engels and Clara Zelensky and there's a lot of things. Or not Zelensky, Zetkin. No, not Zelensky. Bro, my brain is fried as fuck, though. Not really, but the brain fog. That's the worst. But I mean, think about it, like, the Soviet Union, found a way to, like, make motherhood something empowering instead of disempowering. It made it like 50% of the young men were killed off by Nazis, and like women were allowed in the military still. Like there was a lot of female snipers, but like yeah. Obviously, the population would have a lot harder time recovering, but they didn't turn it into like the Nazis did a lot of awful shit to the Russians, though.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them.
I mean, Alaska used to be Russia, to be fair. I wish we were still Russia during the Soviet Union.
I think you might be in the wrong place, Beth.
Yeah, well, the decommunization of Russia was terrible for the Russians. It killed so many.
The Imperials think we need their laws.
Like the economic shock therapy, as capitalists call it, and such like irreparable harm. It's sad.
Legion soldiers gleam like fresh fallen snow and clank like a kitchen. They head this way, we'll know it.
It's funny how they hold out the lantern with the animation. Dang, the snow's so pretty. Oof, no snow kits. Yeah, the infusion. I also hit the silent button whenever it starts beeping.
Okay.
I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, right? Thank you for calling. Sorry, I couldn't hear it.
Nice. When's the next pain med available, by the way?
It's coming up in,
Okay.
yeah, so I don't
It's
mind
like a
getting it.
6.
Yeah. Actually, I can, probably in about half hour I can get it to you.
Yeah. It's the.
Yeah, it's not gonna be it's just your around the clock one. I'm proud of you. Already as long as,
It's easier to tolerate it if I know there's something that will stop it for a while.
yeah, exactly. And it's coming, yeah.
If it's endless relief. Or,
What's that?
I mean, if it's endless with no known relief at all,
Yeah.
like then I'd probably just kind of be writing.
I mean, you've cut back, so that's good. You usually cut back one just at nighttime before bed, so that's even better. So you're doing good. You might not feel like you're doing good, but you are. You're like, I gotta clean this stuff up because you ain't cleaning it up. What the heck?
So, I don't know, I get as decoration.
Oh, stop it! Stop it! No, it is not decoration. It's called clutter.
Thanks. Oh dang. I didn't hit that thing once. The Elder Scroll. Oh, yeah. That makes sense, because we know what Skyrim's like, and it's still playable even over a decade later. Whereas, Elder Scrolls Online was, a disappointment, so... Like, it's hard to trust that Elder Scrolls 6 will be... Like, I'm not gonna keep my hopes entirely down, but... Like, I know that the Skyrim remake's probably gonna be pretty good. But Bruh, I was trying to raise that zombie. Then you should have gone and fought zombie. I'm getting Fallout vibes. I actually haven't seen any ads for the Elder Scrolls 6. Might be because of the old technology. I hope they add dwarves and like an even more ancient version of Skyrim. That would be cool. Personally. Oh. But like, it'd be fun to, like, it could be done, I don't know, it would be fun to play and explore the world. And you probably want to wait at least 6 months worth of mods before you start any Elder Scrolls game anyway. Like 6 months post-release for good mods. And that's something I hope is that they make it as easy to mod as they've made their other Elder Scrolls games. Well, as Skyrim at least. Fallout. Maybe. I don't want to spend my days teaching children though. That's a family curse. My dad, my mom, all of my grandparents, several aunts and uncles are all teachers. I don't want to join that. That's why we're like wealthy in education and not wealthy in money at the same time, which is a rare combo. Killed him. Where'd he go? He probably has some pretty good loot on him. Fine, I'll wait till daytime so I can find his corpse. Oh, I got a good conjuration spell out of him. Minutes so I can have another officer. Aw, that's cool though. Yeah. Today is one break from Silent Hill, then I'm going back to Silent Hill F, even though that game's super hard. And getting the next ending. Yeah, like I've used Skyrim as one of the easiest games ever, kind of, but that's probably because I've been playing it for half of my life. There's a lot of games I find difficult that other people are like, what? That's easy. I find games like Call of Duty hard as fuck, to be honest. But then, like, once I get into the flows of it, I'm pretty good at Doom. I'm good at games where, like, the enemies don't look too human. Well, like, I mean, like those shooter games, and that you're cooperative with your friends more. And the enemies don't look like your teammates either. That's because, like, in Left 4 Dead, I always, unless it's modded to be like Silent Hill, I fuck it up and keep accidentally killing the people because I just see something moving, I'm like, kill, kill, kill. And I also forget that I have mods on. Which some of them make it easier, some of them make it harder. Tis just a scratch. Well, then why are you dead? Explain that to me. Dang, it's lagging a little bit. Probably because there's a snowstorm, like it hasn't stopped snowing at all this stream. It's probably gonna get deep. It's getting kinda deep in Juneau already. This place is just a little south of Juneau. Yeah, I don't know. I wish there was like a Fallout mod for the Skyrim skill tree. And that there was like an ordinator for Fallout. I sometimes forget, just because I'm so used to like a few specific mods, what the original's like. Like the original's not bad for sure, because I played vanilla for like a few years. But man, I've played the modded for many more years. Me too. Like, I don't like being too cold, but I love sipping a warm drink, having a giant snuggie on, cuddling my cat, etc., and being cold while doing that. It's the best. She dead this time? Let's turn her into a zombie. Oh yeah, that would be cool. I bet there's some good Skyrim mods for Minecraft. And I got a Minecraft realm. I decided to get that for myself before I knew that I was gonna have a heart attack and a bunch of other issues. I don't know if I'm still paying for it or not. Yeah. That's always fun though if it's not crashing the game. No, I meant to raise zombie. Ah. Yeah, I remember that. Back on Minecraft Xbox One. Come in. Hey. Thanks.
Do you want me to take the covers off?
No, it's all good. Just the ramen. Chicken ramen. Ooh. Ramen for lunch. Damn, 90% of my food is drinks. It's a good thing that orange juice has a lot of the nutrients that normal oranges have because I can't do fiber, and so a lot of foods are just off the table. I can still get that vitamin C from orange juice if it's not super pulpy, that is. I talked to a dietitian recently, and apparently it's supposed to be less than 8 grams of fiber, actually, not less than 15 grams. So, that's crazy, isn't it? What's crazier to me is the realization that most people, like, are trying to get more fiber in their diets, not less. Bruh, why do they want blood in their bowels? But obviously they don't get blood in their bowels when they eat fiber, that's why they want more. I mean, basically, but I also have an ostomy, so this is already not gonna be like the normal stuff. I do have a red velvet cupcake though, and that's not liquid. It's pretty good. The maximum thickness output should be is oatmeal thick. If it's thicker than oatmeal, that's bad. It's random what actually thickens it though. Yeah, I don't care. It's educational. They don't know that they're taken for granted what can randomly be taken away from them. Any moment, your colon their body can just decide to fail them like this. And suddenly, like, that's their life. So it is for me. I have to find a way to accept it. No known cause or cure. Ooh, there's a giant. Gonna quick save real quick. Because that's probably gonna kill me. Hide again until... Oh, a wolf's coming up. Depends on how your body breaks it down. Depends on how you define a nacho. I'm pretty sure if you ordered a plate of nachos and they handed you the nachos inside of someone's belly, or the later on fat and muscle cells that those muscles or that those nachos got used in, you wouldn't be very happy. You wouldn't say that they gave you nachos. Also, a lot of fat and carbohydrate is needed to keep your brain matter going good, actually. That's why, unless you have like diabetes or something, keto can be dangerous. And if you're doing it wrong with diabetes, even, it can be dangerous. And why sometimes, like, if you make your calorie deficit like a little bit higher, like enough to give yourself energy, you actually lose more weight too. Like still below a deficit, but you know, like at the exact right deficit you start. Because you aren't as fatigued, your body isn't like using as little energy as possible. I tripped out for real when I like went from at the start when I was eating 500 calories a day. I lost a shit ton of weight for like the first couple weeks, but then it started to plateau. But then I raised my like calories to about like most days 15 to 2,000 or 1,500 to 2,000. I mean, and that I was losing weight more rapidly because I was actually doing things where you can't do much at all if you're only eating 500 calories a day. So it's always something to keep in mind. And even thinking burns calories too. Like sometimes chest people who are doing chess and stuff, like extreme chess tournaments, like those can burn up to like 200 or 2,000 calories in a chess match. It's pretty cool though, how the body works. I do not recommend a 500 calorie a day diet, at least for long term. Maybe to get yourself in the groove of dieting if you're trying to diet, but like that should only last like a week. In that week you should take off and drink a ton of Gatorade so you don't die. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I do know that our brains need something like at least 30 to 50 grams of fat a day to run smoothly, and sometimes our bodies make decisions on where to distribute the calories we have too, which sucks. I wonder if like they can make like a hormone for that, different from a GLP-1, like just make your brain so super powered that your deficit goes to just brain and muscle. Okay.
How bad is it? Go from 1 to 10?
It's at a 7.
7. Okay.
Yeah. Not as bad as
Right.
before.
That's good. You're eating pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There it is. Right on top. See you. Thank you.
But yeah, it could be a lot of things combined with chess. I know that the average SAT also takes a bunch. Yeah. Sometimes something I hate about sleep deprivation is like it can make you super good at thinking but then just miss one detail that makes you completely lose your own reality. Like I had a friend who said he could walk through walls and like he was a really smart person, but like his thinking skipped a certain step that is obvious, and that's what sleep deprivation does. And so probably I'm just saying what, like with my thoughts, there's probably like some obvious thing that I usually know that I forgot about that makes me think that it's even possible to make such a drug or hormone. I know Carnipure Carnite helps you when you're burning energy through activity. Like it helps turn your fat cells into brown fat, which is the healthy type of fat. So that's good at least. Like, does your brain ever like kind of skip a step in thinking like that, where like you like come up with an idea that has so much sound logic but is just like missing one thing and you're like, oh fuck, you know? But I hate it when that happens. It doesn't get that extreme for me usually, like with the I obviously have never thought that, well, I mean, like I used to think I was breatharian actually, but like I just completely ignored the fact that I would like eat a very tiny amount of something to keep going, and that I fainted a lot during those times, and yeah, that I was not breatharian because I was drinking tons of white Monster, which is not a breatharian diet thing to do. And I just decided all consumption was bad. Like, there are little steps in your thinking. Sometimes it can get skewed if you let yourself get fucked up and out of reality too much. It's just bad when like that's always why peer review is important for science in the scientific process. And then if I was religious on top of that, I could skip many steps and just blame it on something spiritual too, which is part of, like, I'm not saying, trying to be like Reddit atheist, like there's plenty of reasonable people who have religions, but just if you're like one of those people that can fall victim to that kind of thinking a lot, you could easily get sucked into a cult or something too. But I guess like a lot of breatharians are kind of spiritual, and I'm glad that I was doing it alone and my family was worrying about me when I was doing it and stuff. Family, teachers, everyone. Part of it happened because me and my teacher were having a weight loss competition, which nowadays that's kind of bad, but like it got some unhealthy things going. That's crazy to me that like me and a teacher were having a weight loss competition now, thinking about it. Like that teacher also punched a kid in the face before and had the class beat a porcupine to death with sticks, so an interesting teacher. American school system. Let's what does the student or the teacher have a worse eating disorder? Let's see. Let's beat a porcupine to death with sticks, because sometimes poor people have to do that and it's educational. I feel bad for the poor porcupine, but like poor people in Alaska sometimes do that, yeah. And also when I threw up in the bathroom though, he was like, that's cheating. He's not like, that's eating disorder, maybe we should stop the competition. He was like, you cheated. And I was like, okay. He was still one of my favorite teachers, though. Well, it's just things happen and stuff, you know? What's crazier is I've spent the last several years kind of like sitting around being sick, though. Not much. A lot of those days have been spent bedbound, even depending on how sick. Yeah. Part of that is my fault though, because I get interested in anything that I haven't experienced yet, and I try really hard to imagine what that experience is like, to the point of damaging myself sometimes. That makes any sense? Like, my brain craves extreme, so it's not completely my fault because a lot of it is just by random chance, but I feel like I crave a kind of extremeness sometimes that turns out bad for myself. Does that make sense? Oh, that's because apparently the locals here actually regularly feed the deer, so. Maybe the reason my life's been like this is because I'm from Alaska. That's all there is to it. But I met a girl from Kodiak who's never seen a bear, which is crazy to me because there are more bears in Kodiak than there are humans. Like, girl, how have you not seen a bear? Oh no, I'm afraid of heights. That is funny that I'm afraid of things like spiders and heights and stuff. Yeah. I think I was like born to live kind of like this though. Because like when I was 2, I climbed up Mount Roberts with like my parents were there, but they let me walk it and stuff. And then we took the tram down. But it's fun to hike up Mount Roberts and take a tram down. Oh yeah, this is a giant shrine for a bunch of dead pets. It's too sad. I'm just taking all the items and not reading the notes because they're too sad. I don't want to be sad. We're playing more Silent Hill tomorrow. That's when we get to be sad. And also skydiving's expensive as fuck. No, what I want to do is I want to do like really extreme camping stuff, I think. Yeah. Since it was Tsarist Russia, like they actually almost made seals go or not seals, sea otters go extinct here. It was terrible. Although like they weren't as bad as early American settling even. But still bad. There are people today who have no teeth because every time they tried to speak their native language, white settlers would come and rip their teeth out. Like, it was so much more recent than we acknowledge. I'm talking about the Americans did that. Yeah. They were like children at the time too. They weren't even adults. Like, I can't imagine like doing that to a kid. Like, I can't imagine doing that to an adult for just speaking, but kid, no. It's even worse. No wonder the US supports Israel. Like, they want the cruelty to... They empathize with that cruelty somehow. As in our way of colonization and stuff, even. No, I don't want, like, I just mean, like, you know the movie Wild in the book? Like how she did the whole Pacific Crest Trail? Like, I don't want to do that one specifically, but something like that. And I want to go through Appalachia. I want to, like, maybe even homestead or something like that. I don't know if I'll ever homestead, but yeah. Yeah. You know what's fucked up though is a relative of mine, I don't remember like if they're like my grandpa's brother or like my grandpa's brother's son or something like that, but anyway, they like built a house from scratch and like it was so nice. Like they even placed all the pipes themselves and everything. They like did everything. And once the house was finished, instead of being allowed to live in it, they were forced to pay the taxes of what that house would cost if it was just bought by someone instead. And so they had to sell the house off because they were not rich, they just learned to build their own house. So that sucks. Makes me think that like probably architects should have first say on which house they get to live in. Honestly, like the people that worked on the houses get to. Like it is actually crazy to me how there are people that literally build buildings and they get to see those buildings every day, but never get to even touch the wealth that they created. And like there's so many ways that labor is like that under capitalism that makes me like really hate it so much. It's just can't even go out and build your own house. leaves. Anyway. Yeah. It's funny how, like, they're like, oh, if we did anything nice for people, we'd get taxed a ton. We get taxed a ton to benefit the rich. We want our own benefits for all these taxes and these. Plus, we can phase them out through communism too, actually. Phase out the need for taxes and stuff. Wonder what kind of ritual is going on here. It would be fun to have like a mod for Skyrim where you get a lot of new things from like killing something, like you can scrape off the actual skin and take all the bones and stuff like that. That would be cool. Like imagine how much troll fat would actually be on the dead corpse of one of those trolls. Oh yeah, I know that one. It's one of the violins mods. For some reason, every time I get that mod, it just crashes the whole game, to be honest. Like every time I've tried to get it. Yeah, maybe it's like that scuffle and skirmish mod that I like or something. Which case I don't know if I'd trade it for that because I really like the scuffle and skirmish mod. Scuffle and skirmish with Wildcat is a fun combo. Yeah, I know. Especially because I just like don't think, and then I just, when like I'm looking at the snow outside while walking around in Skyrim, so I'm just forgetting. I gotta continue. Sat down too fast and it kind of like caused the stomach cramp. Where's the enemy? Yeah, I need to find that clairvoyance spell so I can. It's going down a little bit. 6, that's it. Man, this all looks so pretty. to... Might be another Elsa Gate scenario. If you know Elsa Gate.
You're a disgrace to your own kind.
Like, I feel like... Like, while adults definitely have fun playing Minecraft, it should be left, at least PG-13. Better than Twitch, in my opinion at least. Sometimes I multi-stream with the Streamlabs app, but yeah. Oh wow, I leveled up a lot. Didn't realize. It's so funny just slowly, like, throwing a spell at something. Oh, yeah. That's for the Nature's Metal subreddit.
Is someone there?
I also just don't play. Like, I think, if it's a man-made thing like a genocide, that it's good to make it impossible for people to ignore and forget, like, what's happening in Palestine. Honestly, I think, like, because the more angry, especially the US gets about it, the more likely, enough of us can change, like, our politics and stuff, yeah. But, yeah. For random animals dying in the wild brutally, it's like... It can be cool, but I want to be at least warned what I'm about to see. I love the YouTuber Casual Geographic, if you know him. To be fair, I probably put a bunch of gory images in people's minds when I describe what my sickness is like. It is a very gory disease. But in a way, I want to just, I don't know, I kind of have a need to bitch about my disease because it sucks, and also I think people should be aware that they are not immortal, that they're not immune from catching a random disease that can just randomly change their whole life with no known cause or cure. And things like that. Like, I don't want to turn people into hypochondriacs either, but, yeah. Just in line. Casual Geographic, he also makes a lot of TikToks. He's just, I don't know. I think he's a real zookeeper, too. Come in. Doing good. Let me pause this real quick. Microphone's back on. I just had to talk to a doctor for a little bit. Very much a Japanese shrine moment, I agree. I don't know. I guess it is a Skyrim shrine. Honestly, an Asian Elder Scrolls would be really cool. Like, I know Skyrim is a fictional country, but it's very clearly based on Europe and stuff, but like, one based on, like, anywhere in Asia. It could be like India to Japan. It would be fun. Yeah, no worry. I appreciate it because sometimes my mic's off and I have no way of telling because I obviously am. Like, I have my, like, I have the stream pulled up on my phone to look at comments and stuff, but I, have the audio on because otherwise I'd just be echoing a bunch because I don't have my headphones. So. Sometimes though, when the mic randomly mute, I need to run to the toilet, and I don't have time to fight that before I have to run to the toilet. Damn, my colon's so ungrateful for that. Oh, that's cool. Which game is that one from? Yeah. We need, a Skyrim that takes place in even older, more ancient times, and a Skyrim that, Skyrim's, or not Elder Scrolls. Oblivion is Skyrim. Ooh. Is it just like generally Asian, or is it like Japan specifically? It would be fun to have a Russian Skyrim too. Imagine. Not a Russian Skyrim, a Russian Elder Scrolls. We're calling every game Skyrim now. Damn. Ooh, what if Silent Hill took place as Skyrim? Joking. Do you like to use horror mods, or? The wind outside just made a really scary noise. Like, I don't know if you could hear it quite. It was kind of faint, even on my end. But I could still hear it, and it was creepy. I guess maybe like it would have to be a different world actually, so maybe not like, but like a game based on the Elder Scrolls 2. There is that new lesbian samurai game that I'm interested in that isn't an Xbox game, and I don't have money. My money only goes to Silent Hill games right now. Yeah. Or no, he deludes himself into thinking he's the Dragonborn when actually he, in a fit of jealousy and rage, killed the Dragonborn on accident, and he feels guilty for it. So much so that he puts himself in the shoes of the Dragonborn. That would be cool. I haven't played that many zombie games. Like, I've played some Left 4 Dead, which is fun. But, yeah. 7 Days to Die, back when it was like in beta mode, I used to play that a lot with my mom. My mom would make me play it with her because she was scared of the zombies. She'd have nightmare. Which is... It's fun having a gamer mom, true. And it's funny because, like, some nights she's like, you need to do your homework, no video games. Oh wait, but I need you to help me with this, like, in 7 Days to Die, it's on the 7th night, they're gonna break the base. Oh yeah, there's a lesbian, it's not the game me and my mom were playing, but yeah, the lesbian samurai game. I forgot what it's called. The whole point of the game isn't that they're lesbians, just that there is like a lesbian romance in the game. It's like, it still looks like a fun game regardless of the main character's sexuality. I don't only want to play games because they're lesbian or something. I don't hate it when there's lesbians either. I hate it when they have nothing good to offer, but like people expect me to want to enjoy it just simply because, oh look, we have a girl that kissed a girl in it or something. Like, it's an added nicety, but if everything else about it sucks, no thanks. Me and my ex got married in Fable 3. We own a house together there. Which is why I don't play Fable anymore. Because I have to go back and see them. Yeah, I also play Ark a lot with my mom too. And when I was living away from home for a while, what we would do is like play Ark, and even that's how I introduced her to one of my ex-girlfriends, was we were playing Ark together. It's kind of funny. Yeah. Like, a lot of people are like, ew, even having the option for gay people in this game is gross. But, like, it's, like, funny that gay marriage was legal in Fable before it was legal in, the US. But, yeah. Treasure, treasure, treasure. We are so happy. Me and my friend are going to Hag's End. We have got a secret information that the location is full of treasure and no one knows. The treasure will only be ours. Well, you're dead. Sorry. Yeah, having a gamer mom. And like, I would get to go to her D&D parties too when I was 7. We'd sometimes go on long camping trips with a lot of friends and stuff. And just play D&D in the middle of the woods. Best times ever. That would be a fun, like, psychological horror game then. It could totally be a good Silent Hill game. Man, this one part of Silent Hill 3, like, it was a small dialogue moment that almost changed the whole game because one of the side characters is mischievous like that. But like, Heather was complaining about having to kill a bunch of monsters and stuff, and then that guy was just like, they look like monsters to you? And like, she gasped, and honestly I gasped the first time too, like, uh-oh. Yeah. Like, we didn't have a TV until I was 10, but we had a lot of fun stuff to do still. Honestly. Like, that is one thing I appreciate about how I was. No, I'm not making it up. D&D in the woods is so fun. You can bring, like, fake Viking food out too, like turkey legs. Roast them on the campfire, bake bread on the campfire too even, but that often turns into nasty toast. Yeah. But yeah, I guess like ways to have a lot of fun, interesting experiences without having to spend tons of money or anything. Is nice. It's made me more resourceful, and while a lot of the things I love to do rely on technology, like it's not the only thing I found deep appreciation for in my lifetime or something. One time we roasted a chicken out there with corn on the cob and stuff, and it felt like we were medieval, taking apart the chicken and eating corn on the cob with like a campfire. Popcorn over a campfire tastes great. Or not popcorn. I bet popcorn too. I haven't done that before though, but no. Like corn on the cob, yeah.
Did you hear something?
Gonna sneak over to it. Oh.
You think you stand a chance?
Yep, I do. Oh, wrong spell. Whoops. I'm about to die on that. And while I'm in there, I'm gonna try to live. You should be able to make sandwiches in Skyrim. Potato Bay. Yeah, my mom's in a wheelchair, so that kind of all went away. I guess that's part of why, like, she got super into video games too, is because she can't go out into the middle of the woods like that in a wheelchair. We rented a cabin though recently and played a card game, and that was fun. And then seeing my mom do the obituary for my grandma, it's like made me think a lot about how I'm gonna feel when my mom dies, making me sad. And like, she's probably gonna die younger than my grandma did, to be honest. It just sucks. And I'm scared that she's gonna get dementia, like my grandma, all sorts of things. And it's funny that, like, sorry, come in.
I saw. No, surely not.
Microphone is back on. Hello. Sorry about that. I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing in the game too, and now it looks like I'm stuck somewhere. What's happening? It's not letting me press anything. Ah. Oh wait, oh I see what's happening. It's because I clicked off the tab a little bit, and so then it started controlling my iPad instead of the tab. That makes sense. Alright. Sorry about that, comrades. Man, my iPad's run out of space. I really need to get that computer fixed so I can save the drawings that I'm still working on and make new drawings to sell on Redbubble too. I'll eventually just rage delete everything on my iPad and then be able to make new drawings. Let's see how many ingredients. I don't know any side effects yet. Like, I basically know the side effects for them. I just like to test it every time when I play because of... I just have my way of doing things. I kind of like it, those mods too, that change up the recipes for every potion and randomize all effects of ingredients so that it's you have to discover it again each time you play. Don't do what? No. Man, I was trying to do that on the Oblivion remake, not understanding the Oblivion's like system for that. So I was like trying to figure out every side effect and then What? All these ingredients don't look delicious to you? You odd. Oh, I'm out of space on my Google account because of all the unread emails. I figured what you meant. Because I'm like, nah, I don't think, there's terabytes of it. But yeah, I've already filled up 2 Dropbox accounts and a Google account and stuff. That's why I haven't worked on the comic book in a while. I might actually get a journal and work on the comic book with physical media instead. I hear the sound of, a shout. It's glitching too much while I'm moving around. I hate it when, like, I'm trying to kill them in a different way than the easy way of killing them for fun, because there are definitely more fun ways to kill the enemy, but they're just running up at me and hitting me, and so I can't just kill them the way I want to, and I just have to kill them in a boring-ass, basic way. Yeah, I know. I guess I also am tired of making all these new accounts. I can tell with all the random account names that come to chat. But no, I hate having a ton of them. It just kind of makes me overwhelmed to the point where I just don't look at anything anymore. That makes sense. Just because every account you make anywhere is a bit of a security risk, and especially because my drawings are connected to like the accounts I use to draw have the same email that the website I get money from for drawing does, and then, you know. Yeah, that too. And I don't want to like accidentally give the wrong person access to my like SI number or something. Or not SSI, but Social Security number. Oh wait, that was my zombies. Alright, oh wait, no, not quick save it. Ah ha ha ha. Well, now I really need to survive that. Because I accidentally hit the quick save button instead of the other one. Makes sense, yeah. When I was like 13, I used to have like 10 emails that I regularly used. Fuck, that was stupid. I forgot to zombify the dead witch. Burn the witch is dead. Burn the witch and bring me back her head. Your milk is so sick. Your milk turns to iron. I'm like constantly overwhelmed though. I need to wait for my brain fog to go away too, because I just need to get a lot less sick than I've been. Where is the... there... Oh no, she gave me a head injury. Fuck her, bro. Well, I guess I better run away and then get out of her line of attack. Wait for that head injury to go away and then kill her. With magic. Ooh, where's the handle for it? The handle for that's probably up there. I think I saw. That's a cool throne. That Spriggan head goes hard. Let's play the loot while we wait. Oh no, it's okay. You tried Daggerfall. Like the dungeon? No, my own head causes my overstimulation for this part. I'm also constantly understimulated. It's a curse. She's so bad at the loot, it's fun. Yeah, I'll try to remember that my character can play instruments while whenever I have to go grab something. It makes it more fun. And now I gave myself a headache, you see. In the game, I mean, not in real life. Oh. I bet. Ah, it looks like my head injury is gone. That's good. Time to resurrect the dead. Go. I'm gonna take the Enchanter's Potion and then continue. Oh, I have to use the slow down. And then oh no, I didn't. Oh, I leveled up. I've never heard of Inhumans. What's that about? I'm gonna resist fire. If I have resist fire, I don't know if I do. Yes, I do. And resist poison. And magic. Hell yeah. I'm not that much of a Marvel fan. Like, I like their older stuff mostly, but also it's such a big universe that I kind of got bored of it. That's part of it. But then of course there are things like Skyrim where it's such a big universe that I love even more. So I guess whatever I say, like, I'll find a way where I contradict myself. No matter, like... Have a good night, comrade. What does rich cheese taste like? I just cracked my back. It hurts a little. I need to crack it again already. But get the spotlets like a knife. Matriarch, we await your orders. Our blades are honed, our quivers full, our wheels steeled for battle. The time of our waiting has ended, and time for battle is at hand. You have but to speak the word, and the occupiers shall fall like wheat before the reaper. Snowberry. There we go. Do you ever like crack your neck or your back and then suddenly an electric jolt goes through your body? Like sometimes it's your hand move or something like that. Probably means I have like a pinched nerve or pinched nerve or something, I think that's what that means.
Break the law and mark up.
But
the force.
Right for my king. What an apple. You speak to Igmund, son of Orofnia, Jarl of Markarth. I understand. Thank you. Yeah, this is for you.
It's funny that I just had to go up and tell him that they got murdered by a hag raven, and he just straight up believed me and gave me 300 coins. 300 septum. This game's acting like it's about to crash. Let's go in and out of it. I might need to switch up which VPN I'm using. If I do that, it might end up like stopping the stream. I'll start a new one if it does end up stopping the stream. I end up having to get that VPN. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to switch the VPN. Oh, look how much faster it's all going. Good, I just needed to switch the VPN real quick. I think. It looked like it. Maybe it's going way slower. Yeah.
75 to here. Oh my goodness. Sorry, getting there. Okay. You done with your drag and take it out?
Yeah. Thanks.
Empty.
Oh, it's empty.
Oh boy, you don't have much. Yep.
Thank you. bunch of people are coming in. This house has people in it. Not into my room, sorry. Into the hospital room.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drug and brawls. They've been too long since
I'm Ignorant uncle. I understand. Thank you. Here, this is for you.
Everything all right?
Let's find another bounty.
Travel southeast and you'll find an old stronghold.
The Force wanted its spotted to the north.
their group is...
How dare you? No one turns down cut meat from Hockney Red.
So, we're like Hockney Fathom.
Go down. Bloodiest beef in the reach.
Old Storm, the rifle high king.
What the half?
Excuse me, do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave? I'm with the Vigil of Stendar. Believe this house might have been used for Daedra worship. Civil rights and so forth. Thank you for your time.
I'll do the House of Horrors quest another
Along with
day.
those crazed, let's see those stormcloaks try to
Or
run off
just
the
bounty hunting. The
What is not the metal all the way through?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Let's see here.
A letter from the Jarl.
Moving up in the world, eh?
Looks like that's it. I've got to go.
know,
Staying safe,
for
I
a
hope.
super cliche name. Let's gather raw rabbit legs. These and beggars, hoist the colors.
Then Vigas, you need a drink. Just a silver blood in.
You should see that arc over in Huntington Keep.
Oh, that is the exit. For some reason, I thought that was not the exit to Mark Arth, and I was trying to remember where else it was. Don't cast your fancy magic someplace else. I'm gonna find this snow's getting heavy. There we go. There's a tiny chain. I was able to lean back over it to end back to the spot I needed the crook. No, it's over here and then your mom. Yeah, your mom's a hero. Should thank her. I'm gonna quickly pick fire spider favorite. Oh no, is it crashing?